summertime yet? It is in my house, and today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite things that are perfect for summertime. My name is Lindsay. Welcome to the Kelly Daigle channel. We are a fire family on mission to use our time wisely to help our kids love God and actually like each other. And today I'm going to be sharing a few things that might help you do that. I will just kick it off with I'll say the main kids product that I have. And I talked about it in my Easter basket video, so if you haven't watched it, you can go back and see that. But it is these Surfer Dude toys. These are so cool. They have a bunch of different colors and styles. So this part is like this foam thing, and then you can change out your little person and the fin here. So you can mix and match all kinds of different colors and styles. I think there's some animals that you can get to go in this little slot here. It's really fun. What you do with it is you take it to the beach and the kids toss it straight into the waves. So like they're standing on the shore, you toss it straight into the ocean, and it was engineered so that it will right itself if it's upside down and then turn the right way and surf itself along as long as there are waves. If there's no waves and the swale's just going out, you might lose it. But as long as there are continual waves, it will surf itself back up to the shore. And I just think this is such a great toy for for kids who are in the age range where they are old enough to go a little bit into the water, but you don't really want them like way out in the waves by themselves yet. And so you can still sit in your beach chair, enjoying your beach time in the sunshine with your feet in the water, and watch your kids run around. And they are running. They are just throwing and running, so they will be worn out by the end of the day and they should sleep good for you. So I'm like promising all kinds of good things with this toy, but it's true. Well worth every penny. I think they're like $20, but seriously well worth it. Very durable, and just an all-around really cool toy. So I had said in my Easter basket video that I hadn't tried them yet, but thought that they sounded really cool. They are even better than I thought they would be. So check those out. These are Surfer Dudes. Along those same lines, another thing I talked about in my Easter basket video, I put sunglasses here to remind me because I can't bring my whole pool in. So we bought the kids a little inflatable pool, and then I got myself a sun tanning inflatable, I think is what you can usually find it listed as. So if you Google that, you will find them being sold everywhere right now. It's essentially just a big inflatable float that you can put in a pool, and that way it's like pretty large and would keep you pretty dry. Or you can put it on the grass and it's like a mini pool, which is perfect for if you don't have a pool and you just want to lay out in the sun but have like a few inches of water to keep you cool. It's really nice. I was telling a friend the other day, she had a couple older kids and then she had a baby, and I was telling her it'd be perfect for her and the baby to get into if she kind of did the same thing that I did and let the kids go play in a bigger inflatable or anything else, but she and the baby could sit in a couple inches of water together, and that'd be really nice. I posted a clip of that, I think in my summer, first day of summer video, so I'll add that in here too so you can actually see it since I can't bring it inside. It's full of water and getting nice and warm for me later today. Okay, so something that's a little bit less kid-ish, although they do make kid versions, which is really cool, are these new, well, I don't know if they're new or not, but they are new to me. These new Impress is the brand. Impress is the best brand I've found so far. They are no glue, stick-on fingernails, and they come in all kinds of really cute colors. This is just a French manicure. You can see right now I have on these really cute red, white, and blue American flag ones on. So I put these on for before Memorial Day weekend, and they will last me through Flag Day or till Flag Day. So they last a good solid 3 weeks. By the end of 3 weeks, your hair does like start catching on them a little bit, but they won't fall off. Like it takes a long time, at least for a solid week. They're not moving at all. I've had these on now for a week and a half, and they're solid. They're not going anywhere. But I can tell you I'm planning on getting another week and a half out of them, and I will. And there won't be any problem with it. So they're fairly cheap, but when you also can make them stretch that amount of time, they're incredibly cheap. So this is what I love about them. They're cheap. They are easy to put on. It comes with a little in here in each packet. It comes with a little, I don't know what it's called, like a cuticle stick. So you can push back your cuticles, and then it has a little alcohol pad to rub down your nail, and it has a little tiny file. So the whole thing is right in here that you need, except for like nail clippers. If your nails are too long, you might have to clip them. But I do them in the car. So they're easy to do, and they're fast, and they last a long time. So there's just like so many pros to them. The funny thing is, my mom is the one who turned me on to these. And then my mother-in-law, my mom turned my mother-in-law onto them too, and we figured out that we had opposite numbers, so they're all numbered. And the first time it may take a few minutes to figure out like what number fits your nail perfectly, but just make a note in your phone and then you can go back to it every time, and soon enough you'll have it memorized. But my mother-in-law and I figured out that we have opposite numbers. We don't share any of the same numbers. So now whenever we finish a box, we give it to the other one. So we basically like cut the price in half for them, and we share nails, and it's really fun. So by share, I mean like we don't reuse them, but you know what I mean? Like we can split one box and each get a whole set for each of us out of it. Like this was actually, she has the other half of this set too. So it's really fun. And that's just I don't know, if I can do my nails in the car. Nails are always like one of the last things on my to-do list if I'm going on vacation, or if I'm going to a wedding and I have to get ready and get a gift ready and get a card and all that, and then the nails are just the last thing on my list, and a lot of times I skip them, or I'm doing them trying to paint my nails in the car on the way. So this to me is just so cool because you can do it. They turn out perfect, as opposed to, you don't have to like worry about going over any bumps or anything like that, which I've definitely done in the past. And they're cheap and they last a long time. Like, I don't know, you can't get better than that. But I have found that any of the Impress is like multiple different brands, or I don't know, different things under them. Any of the Impress ones seem to work really well. So there you go. I will do another girly thing, is this NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. So they have a primer also that I use, but I don't feel like the smell is not very strong. So I'd say give or take on the primer, but the setting spray is amazing. I can smell it on my face right now. My son was in the bathroom with me the other day when I was getting ready. He was like, what is that smell? It smells like the Young, Wild and Friedman Play-Doh. And I said, that's because it's marshmallow scented, just like the Play-Doh is. So he was like, oh, that smells really good. This stuff is amazing. I don't know if it works as far as like actually keeping my makeup on. I'd say maybe, I don't know. I don't know that I see the difference. I've never used a setting spray before this one, but the smell is well worth the price of admission. So I'll do that. So this is a little bit more of a fun summer thing. My friend brought this on vacation with us. So these skinny mixes, Jordan skinny mixes, I've seen these for years. I've tried different ones over the years. But last year we went to the Keys with some friends and she brought this unicorn. It used to be called Unicorn Dreams, which is just hysterical. Now they've changed it, rebranded it to just Unicorn. And it says so the flavor is technically blue raspberry frosting. And that does not sound like, I like blue raspberry stuff, but blue raspberry frosting is not like something I would probably look at a store and say like, ooh, I would really like that, I'm gonna buy it. But I tried it when she brought it on vacation and it was really good. So a few months later, I started putting it like in a lemonade every now and then, or just different things to mix it up. And then I started putting it in my collagen. I get, what is it? Is it Clean Simple Eats collagen? I think it's a blackberry. Maybe it's a blackberry lemonade. I think that's what it is. The blackberry lemonade collagen I think from Clean Simple Eats. I could have that wrong. The base, like the taste of that by itself is fine. It's not my favorite, but it's good enough that I will drink it. But then I realized if I add a splash of this on top of it, it actually tastes really, really, really good. And just, it's like a motivation for me to drink it. And I like drinking it because it's like 40 or 50 calories for, I think, 9 grams of protein. So it's just a nice thing, like in the middle of a hot, sunny day, to, if you don't want to like be snacking, it just kind of keeps you full, but it's also really yummy and refreshing. And when I was looking for this one, it's hard to find. You know, if you go to like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or any of those stores, you can find different syrups, but this one I've only found once before. So you can buy it on Amazon. And one time when I was buying it, I also found this one. This is the Genie flavor. It's sour blue raspberry. So this is this blue raspberry frosting. So it's nice and sweet and fruity. This one is the sour blue raspberry. And it has like pictures of like, it looks like Sour Patch Kids on there. It's really good. It's really sour. For a while, we were doing this also. We got this from the Keys. While we were there, we tried Italian cream sodas for the first time, and my kids love them. And I kept seeing like Italian cream soda bars set up for parties on Pinterest. I was like, this is so easy. It is Italian soda, or you can use, I think, pretty like sparkling water or Sprite or anything like that. That's like a light carbonated drink. And then a splash of syrup of your choice, a splash of heavy cream, and whipped cream on top for the fun of it. But these with, like if you did it with Sprite, with the heavy cream, just with the sweetness, it tastes really good. The sour and the sweet combined is delicious. So that's a fun one. If you're looking for some sort of a fun summer drink, that would be a really like easy, cheap, there's so many different flavored syrups, you could really mix it up. Let's see, okay, as far as some other light, cold summer things that you eat or consume or drink. That was quite the transition. That really doesn't make sense because now I'm going to show you a cookbook. But it is, so Jamie Balmain, if you haven't heard of her, she is a homeschool mom, a podcaster, a blogger. She is very much in the realm of like Christian homemaking and homeschooling, that type of influencer type of stuff. She has like an entire website based on A Joyful Home. I wish I could remember what the name of her website is. But if you Google Jamie Balmain, Jamie Balmet, you will find her very easily. And she has all kinds of really great content, including these cookbooks that she put out. Mine is, you can tell I've been using it a lot because the spiral bounding is starting to come off on it. But I really like her stuff, and she has different series of cookbooks. So this is volume 1 of a whole series that she's done. This one, it's a lot of the basics, like how to cook a whole chicken in your crock pot, which I would have thought anytime I've tried cooking chicken in a crock pot, a lot of times it comes out pretty dry. But her system, it's delicious and very simple. She also goes into grinding flour a little bit in here. She has a course that I took originally when I started getting into that. Just a lot of different basics in this cookbook. I have 2 others from her as well. This one is pantry staples, so it's a lot of sauces and stuff that she teaches homemade recipes for. And then this one is her hospitality and special occasions, so it goes through like different holidays and stuff, which is fun. I think it was in this one. I made her salsa recipe recently. It was either in the first one or this one. And I've never made salsa before. I've had fresh homemade salsa and it's just not really my favorite. I like the really processed junky stuff. But I made her salsa and it was really good. And like my whole family was like, no, that's actually really good. So I'll be making it again. It was very simple. I imagine salsa is generally a very simple recipe, but the point is she does a lot of cooking from Whole Foods, healthy, and I don't know. I just really like her, and I like that she's put out these cookbooks, and I'm learning, not just recipes, but how to cook, like the technique of different things as well, if that makes sense. So she is currently living in an RV with, I think she has 7 kids, and has one major appliance that she cooks a lot of her meals in. And I had seen her talk about it a lot, actually, and had seen like a lot of the different meals that she could cook in it. And then my husband asked me, I think it was for Christmas, if I would be interested in this one thing, because he just wasn't sure. And I was like, actually, yes, I would be very interested in it, because I've been checking it out already. And that would be the Ninja Slow Cooker Pro. Now, unfortunately, I just pulled mine out of the cabinet and saw that the top is shattered. So I have to check and see if there's a warranty on it. You can hear the glass moving around in there. I'm so sad. But I absolutely love this thing. So I'll show you. It's supposed to be, I think, like a 5-in-1. It's just a normal slow cooker. But then you can also take this part out. And this is actually oven safe, so you can bake it. This has worked really well for me. Let me put it down before I spread glass anywhere. I'm already on a roll this week breaking things. So our church does once a month a potluck. The first Sunday of every month we do a potluck after church on Sundays. And it's kind of tricky to figure out a meal that you can bring in and keep warm during church so that it's still warm while you eat it, unless it's something that you're cooking in the crock pot. Well, this, I figured out anything that I would normally cook in the oven, I can just cook in that top portion and then stick it on keep warm in my crock pot, and it keeps it warm while we're in church. So I'm really enjoying that. It's also supposed to do sous vide, which I need to check out, and like a couple other features that I still need to dig into a little bit more and figure out how they all work, and just need to get a new lid first. Okay, so that's not really summer related, but it's a really cool thing. Crock pots are really nice when you're cooking in the summertime if you don't want to heat up your entire house. That is a big bonus to crock pots. Another big bonus when your house is really warm during the summertime is a cooling blanket or cooling throw. This one is from Sam's. I think Costco also has a looks very similar version and everything, except theirs, this like striped kind of looking part is the warm part, and then the solid part is the cool part. At the Sam's one, this is the cool part. And I don't know, anytime I've ever seen any sort of cooling stuff before, I'm like, it doesn't really work. It might feel cool at first, but it's probably gonna get warm later. Well, let me tell you. Last year, we had a hurricane come through that wiped out our power, pretty common. It hit in the middle of the night, and we knew it was coming, so we had our kids in our bedroom with us because there's a big tree that like hangs over their bedroom. So we put them in our bedroom with us, so there's 4 of us plus a dog, all sleeping in one room. The door shut, and right around midnight, the power goes out. I knew it right away. I woke up as soon as it happened because the house went silent, dark. It was already dark, but pitch black, and the fan turned off. And now you're thinking like, okay, like a 90-pound dog and 4 people in one pretty small room. It got hot so fast. But my husband it wasn't the blanket, it was the pillow version of this, the body pillow, which we have seen them sell for a couple years now. So if that's something that would interest you, check it out. But it was the exact same company, and it was like laying in the bed, and everything else felt so hot to me, but that pillow felt cool still, like throughout the night, hours and hours later, it felt cool. And I was just amazed. And I was like, okay, I believe it now. I believe that this actually is some sort of magical cooling material. So I got myself a blanket, and then this we've actually bought as a gift for somebody. So we really, really like these. Another fun thing for the summer, if you are maybe trying to use the extra time that you have away from teaching, or just being at home more, to get your house organized, or to maybe play more games and do more puzzles and stuff like that, I found these containers. So I had a problem. My game entertainment center was, we just had a bunch of different board games and puzzle boxes, and they all are different shapes and sizes, and they don't really fit. So there's like pockets of space, but they're just like kind of jammed in together. Well, there are these really cool trays, containers, trays, whatever, that they're called board game containers. And I wasn't sure at first how great they would be, if they would really be able to fit board games in them. But I just started trying to fit all my stuff in them, and lo and behold, nearly every board game fits in there. I think I have one really big one that I knew I was giving away, so I didn't put it in there. And then, I did like cut off the tops of the boxes so that we would see what was in there. And then I had like one tin can that worked really well for one specific game. But everything else, all of our other board games, I was able to put all of the pieces inside of these little things. And I know it sounds crazy, like, okay, what's the point? So now they're all just in uniform boxes. Well, when they're all in uniform, same shape, same size boxes, they just fit so much better, so that there is more room. So I was able to condense everything. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle in here. I was able to condense everything, and it just created so much more room in that cabinet, so that we can see them better, we can get them better, and we can actually fit more in there. And if you're a homeschool family, you probably want more board games and puzzles too. So it's like a win-win. If you're interested, let me know, and I will try and find the link for these, because it was just off of Amazon, and I think they were just called board game storage containers, maybe? I'm not sure, but let me know. Finally, the last and greatest thing of the summer. My first greatest thing of the summer is probably my tanning, what did I call it? Tanning pool float, that thing. Love that thing. My second greatest thing is another Ninja product. I like Ninja a lot. I will like them more if they tell me I have a warranty on my lid and can get a new lid for free. But I will still like them because for my birthday and Mother's Day, I got the slushie machine. It's so pretty. I have to take a thumbnail shot, right? Love it. Okay, I'm not gonna be crazy anymore, except that this thing really is amazing. I absolutely love it. We have used it for so many things. And while I'm holding it, it's heavy, so let me show you really quick. There are different versions. There's a smaller one and a bigger one. Get the bigger one, you won't be sorry about that, like no brainer. Second thing is, there's different functions. So if I were to turn this on and press slushie, it would light up 9 bars right here. Do you know that you can turn it on and press slushie and bump it all the way down to whatever number of bars you want? Doesn't really matter what you press over here. So I don't have the milkshake function. I'm pretty sure that milkshake is on 5 bars. Guess what? All I have to do is hit one of these buttons and then adjust it over here to get to the 5 buttons. This one is cheaper. There's no reason not to have this one over the one that has all of the functions over here. It does the exact same thing, and I've heard that the other one has had like functioning issues. So some of our favorite things that we've done in it so far, Thad likes chocolate milkshakes at night sometimes, and he'll be like, hey, can you put that in the slushie machine? Absolutely. We've done coffee, like a frappuccino type of like frozen frappe. I don't know if that's the same thing. But kind of like the frozen frosted coffee from Chick-fil-A. So it's like a 2-to-1 coffee to heavy cream ratio. Not healthy by any means. None of this probably is healthy. I haven't quite gotten into the healthiness aspect because it either has to have sugar or alcohol in order to freeze. You can use liquid allulose, or I've seen people using powdered monk fruit as an alternative to sugar, and they say that those work. I tried the liquid allulose once and it did work, but we were making more regular trips to the bathroom than usual. So you have to kind of weigh your options. I need to play around with that some more and figure out what, exactly how to make the right things there. But the coffee was really good in it. We've done Gatorade, we've done Mountain Dew. Surprisingly, we haven't done like a traditional Coke slushie yet, which is kind of surprising. We just don't really keep Coke in the house. We've done lemonade. Milo's lemonade might have been the best thing we've done in it yet. We've done watermelon juice, not like fresh watermelon juice, but store-bought, very sugared up watermelon juice. That was very tasty as well. Probably full of dyes and sugar and whatnot. Again, you gotta have balance in life. The lemonade so far, I think, is my favorite thing. We're about to take it on another trip and test out some of Margarita Man's mixtures. We got a few of his different ones, which he's like a commercial daiquiri filler, stalker, commercial seller, I don't know, for the liquids that you put in daiquiri machines. So those should be really good. I've heard nothing but good things about them. But if you are on the fence about the slushie machine, if it is something you and your husband have been tossing around would be a really great thing, do it now. I know they also sell out a lot, but I think that a lot of places have them in stock right now. It is so worth it. So worth it. Trying to already think about how we could get a second one so that we could have 2 flavors going at once, They're amazing and just such a nice treat in the summer or in Florida. It is hot in Florida year round. So that thing is not gonna stop running in the winter or in the fall. Well, I have seen people do apple cider in it, which sounds intriguing. Don't know if I'll like it or not. But for the winter, I've seen like frozen hot coffee, iced hot coffee, or yeah, frozen hot chocolate, not coffee. Frozen hot chocolate is what it's called. I've seen people do that in a slushie machine, or slushie eggnog slushies. There's so many different options, but I could do lemonade all year round and be very happy. So we'll see, but it is really, really nice right now when we're spending so much time in the heat outside. So these were just a few of my recent favorite finds. A lot of them summer related, some of them just fun for this time of year. I hope that you are getting ready to have a really fun summer and make lots of memories as a family and just continue to build that family culture. And because that is, none of these things are like innately Christian. I mean, I don't know, maybe Jamie's cookbooks are kind of Christian, but even that, none of it is, it's not like a Bible study or anything like that. But by building your family culture, you can have so much influence in your children's lives and what they believe about God. So, and each other and how they relate to each other. So I just encourage you to buy the slushie machine so that your kids will love God and like each other. See you next time. Bye.